Let's talk about multiple offers. If you're expecting to be in a competing situation, it's often beneficial to put your best foot forward right off the bat. And by this I mean, unlike in regular negotiations, you may not be given an opportunity to better your offer. Instead, the seller often could respond only to the most attractive offer that's in front of them. This isn't always the case, but that's one possibility. So, although you may wish to try and haggle, in a multiple offer situation, I recommend offering the end result, top price, you would likely haggle to. So knowing this number in advance helps you to make a more objective and less emotional decision. In other words, if you want the property, offer what you feel the property is worth to you, not a penny more, and certainly not a penny less. This is the price you won't regret walking away from if you lose this offer, and the one you won't regret paying if you win. Only you know this number, and knowing this number in advance ensures you don't get caught up in the excitement and make maybe a rash decision to go beyond your means. So regardless of how many other offers or pressures there are, stick to your best price so you won't regret it. Other things to consider when competing for property are the timing and the conditions. As I've said before, it's not only about price. The offer that has the best dates for the seller, the least conditions that the seller will have to consider, will carry more weight with an offer than an offer with, say, frivolous conditions or unattractive dates. So try to make your offer as clean and as attractive as possible without compromising your own requirements. Some other things you can do to make your offer more attractive when you are competing, and even if you aren't, are, be prepared, do your due diligence in advance, have a buyer's letter prepared where you talk about what you appreciate about the property, maybe give a little bit of background information about your financial situation is, or at least in a round figure. Look at the competing recent sales, the comparable property sales, and ask. You can ask me to send you what's been sold recently. We can put together a market analysis so that when it comes time when you are competing, you are competing with full knowledge and awareness of what's been going on in that neighborhood. These are all things that are helpful to you, give you more confidence, and with more confidence you can make an offer that you're going to feel better about, maybe have less buyer's remorse. It's important to win where you want to win, not win where it turns into a loss. In other words, where you've overshot the market, for example, and you're going to regret it later. There are reasons for doing that, and that's always your choice as to where it goes, but knowing where the values are to begin with are helpful. We don't always know when we're beginning to prepare and write an offer that we will be competing. And so it's best to keep that in mind and be prepared for an intervening or competing offer. Some times we know because we just see that the property is well priced right off the bat and there's going to be a lot of activity on it, or perhaps the seller has set a date for review of offers at a particular date and time and we know there will be a lot of activity there. Other times I've seen properties that have been on market for 3 months, and when you go to write your offer, the listing agent who is earning their keep will be calling around to all the other agents and buyers who had expressed interest, letting them know that there is now an offer on the table, and that could shake the trees and bring somebody out of the woodwork to compete against your offer. And in that case, you want to be prepared for that. Again, knowing what it's worth to you, putting your best foot forward, knowing how the contract runs, being able to make tight times and dates for your conditions, being able to forego some conditions if you've already done your due diligence or you're willing to take the risk and understand the risk of foregoing some of those conditions. These are all things that can make your offer more attractive. And again, I'll say, you can win by losing, lose by winning. If you make an offer and you forego a building inspection or financing condition and find problems or you can't get financing, you're going to be in deep waters. If, on the other hand, you make an offer and you weren't really prepared, and you find that the property sold to somebody for a price you would have paid for it, and you would have been happy, maybe you should have put more effort into that offer, because the more time you spend looking, in most markets the value of properties is going up over time, the more chance that it will cost you more money down the road. So nothing wrong with being a little bit aggressive, a little bit assertive to tie up a property that's a really great property, that's perfect for your family, it's in the great location you were looking for. These are reasons for putting your best foot forward, for putting the effort and energy into those offers. And that means, again, gathering all of your resources and doing all of your due diligence and talking to me and reviewing contracts in advance if you're not familiar with contracts, asking all those questions in advance, saying, what can we do to make this work? Letting me get engaged with the other agents so that they know we're interested, that we know we're proactive, that they know we're engaged. And sometimes that's enough to really, sway the odds in our favor when we are showing up with an offer against, another offer, up to another 20 offers in some cases. So I hope that helps, and looking forward to talking more with you about other aspects of the real estate market in future. Thank you.